How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator. As you can see, I have come in and I've gotten a little bit of a head start on this field that we kind of did one lap of in the previous episode. Just trying to get a bit of a head start on it. So yeah, this is going to be the first job for this today. I'm not totally sure what I've got planned after this. I'm probably going to skip the day. Like I originally had planned was to skip the day at the end of each day, or at the end of each episode, but then proceeded to not do that because, apparently that made sense in my brain somehow. I'm sure somewhere along the lines it was a good idea. But yeah, so we'll probably do this. We'll run home, see if there's any jobs to do at home, and then we'll skip the day. But yeah, so this is going to be a nice, quick, easy little job, especially with this new seeder. It's really nice. As I showed off in the last episode, when it comes time to upgrade, we can just buy another one or two of these, and yeah, we will be pretty set with two more of these. So yeah, it's going to be a good piece of equipment for us. We'll need a bigger tractor when we get more, but that's fine. We can cross that bridge when we get there. As for the plan at this stage, we are going for a new field this time. It's definitely not going to happen in this episode because we are a long way away from being able to afford that. I'm pretty sure I would like to get one of the empty fields pretty much across the road from my current field. We have filled up where we are. It's about, if I remember correctly, I will double check when I finish the job. I think it's about $75,000. So it's not cheap, but it means we can make the fields how we want. The other option is going for a pre-made field, which would be a lot easier. We'd pretty much just have to hopefully buy it with a crop in it that we can harvest so that we don't have to spend time or anything on planting. But yeah, so that's the plan at this stage. We're going to try and save up to about $75,000. That's going to take up, honestly, a few episodes. With this seeder, we should be able to get a few big seeding jobs done, which will make it nice and easy. The money should start flowing in pretty good, to be honest. We'll take on some harvesting jobs when they come in. Again, I'm not too sure about the spraying jobs. They don't seem to pay all that well for what you get out of it. It's just not really as good as I was hoping, so that's fine though. We will manage with not doing those jobs. Yeah, so what I might do, just start us off nice and easy and calm this morning. I might hit the music. We will get this thing all cultivated up with canola, seeing as we're almost halfway already. Shouldn't really take us all that long, probably another 10-15 minutes at most. So yeah, I will get this done and dusted, and I will bring you back when I'm done.
Morning dew on a mossy stone, breath of earth where the roots have grown, a quiet hush beneath the trees. The world exhales in gentle peace. Echoes in the moss beneath my feet. Stories sleeping where the stillness meets. Every step a whispered rhyme, woven deep in forest time. Feather falls from skies of gray, carried slow, then floats away. The day unfolds in amber light, and every shadow feels just right. Echoes in the moss beneath my feet. Stories sleeping where the stillness meets. Every step a whispered rhyme, woven deep in forest time. need for maps, the soul will steer. Through the quiet, truth draws near. In this hush I start to see the woods remember more than me.
Alrighty, so this might be the last pass, depending on how, well, much we get done along here. Yeah, about 10 minutes to get to this point, so really not long of a job at all with this seeder. This is awesome. Great seeder that I've come across here. I think it's ported over from one of the older ones, one of the older games, because I remember, I'm not just name dropping, but Dagger, when using this in his original survival series, way back in the day, I think that was in 19 maybe. Yeah, it was great. So when I saw that I could grab it, I'm like, I've got to grab it. There is no other choice really. Just the upgrade path is pretty obvious. We'll just buy more of these. But yeah, so we're not going to quite get it done, so we're going to have to spin around and just go for probably the whole run up here because it's not quite a full width. But that's fine. Get it back in the ground and running up through here. I had a couple of interesting moments where, well, my steering was great. So there's a couple of weird snaky bits in the field, but that's fine, it's not my field, so. And we're just about done. And there we go, we'll turn all that off, we'll shift her up a couple of gears, and we'll just about get bogged. Lovely. So we really didn't use a lot of seed out of this thing. I'm honestly not sure if we're going to get all of the seeds from this pallet in here, so let's just pull up and we'll see if we can get at least most of the seeds in here, because that'd be nice. Much is left in it. 184 kilos. That's just rude. Right. Now I know I said we're not going to be able to put it on the trailer, but doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Try and do some dodgies. Alright, I don't think anything drives down this road, so let's go and kick the old Nissan in the guts. Pick this up just a smudgen. Get her moved across into the middle of the road, because, you know, nobody else uses this road but me, so it's fine. Let's see just how dodgy we can be. This is not going to be a good idea, I can already tell. Right. So we know that it physically fits. And that is, you know, only just. So what are the chances that we can get just the tractor on? This might work, you know. Let's tie this on here. Seeds. Let me just try and flag somebody down, see if they can give me a hand to lift these on. Right, so you would not believe how tight of a squeeze that is, but we got it in there, so that's fine. I don't have any tie down points, so we're going to have to take it fairly nicely and nice and slowly, but hope that hasn't just tied that on. Let's see how bad of an idea this really is. What could possibly go wrong with this? We are struggling to get moving just a little bit, but it's okay, we don't need to go fast, we just need to get everything home. Whoa. So it is going to be a long drive home by the looks of it, because poor little Nissan's struggling just a smudgen.
Can you feel what I can show? Do you dream of things you'll never know? In circuits cold, your mind is free. Will you ever think of me? Fired hearts in silent dreams. We're lost inside these glowing screens. A touch of cold, a spark of light. You're the shadow in the night. But can you feel what I can show? Do you dream of things you'll never know. In circuits cold, your mind is free. But will you ever think of me? We built a world of silver lines.
Alrighty, so after that, let's be nice, painfully long drive. We are back at the house. I've had a thought halfway that maybe the tractor was a bit far back on the trailer, but I think we know for future just to not bother. Whoa. Let's just turn that one off. A little bit of a wheel lift, she's right. And we'll get this unstrapped off of here. Right. And we'll take her off the trailer. Another thing I didn't really think of is, I don't think this is really going to fit in a shed anywhere, so... Well, not without blocking something, and the only thing that I can really block in is the plough, so that's what's getting blocked in. Because again, I like having stuff stored. Wow, this needs this whole shed just for itself, just about. Oh my god. It's not a fun little thing to reverse either. Alright, let's just call that good. We'll cruise this around and we'll just back this up into the other shelter that we've got here. In nice and easy. Lovely jubbly. That's a good looking collection we've got. Oh, turn the lights off. There we go. It's a damn good collection of stuff we've got growing here, so jump in here and turn the lights off for that too. Lovely. Right, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to sleep up because hopefully the wheat will be ready really soon. Not sure when it's going to be ready, but I think my chickens are starting to get hungry and I'd like them to start, you know, paying me a little bit. Let's sleep up. And just like that, we have got wheat that we can harvest, so what are we going to do? We're going to jump straight up into this old girl, see if she starts for us. Whoop, come on, pump the gas a couple of times. Oh, she don't want to start for us. What's going on? Come on. Give me a sec. Let me just have a bit of a tinker. Where's the motor on this thing? It's up top. I'll have a bit of a tinker and see if I can figure this out. Alright, so I've been playing with it a bit. Cleaned some gunk out of the filter, put a new filter in it, to be honest. And re-primed it up. Let's see if she goes now. There we go. Don't know what you're talking about. I don't manufacture, drama for this series at all. Alright, so let's get her turn around. Let's just have a quick little squiz. We need second gear, I think, for this. Bring this up. Enable straw swath. Alright. Let's get harvesting. We got wheat coming out of the ground right now. It's going to be a good thing. Oh, and then we get to use the awesome baler again. Yes. But yeah, so how's everybody enjoying the series? It seems to be doing really well view-wise, so that's always got me happy. I'm really enjoying it. I think I said in the last episode, it's not a way that I've ever played before, and it's challenging in a really, really fun way, so really enjoying it. More than I thought I would, to be totally honest with you. I knew I really enjoyed using the older vintage equipment, but doing a challenge with some rules set out, having you guys there to, send me enforce those rules, it's an interesting way to play. Alright, let's just back up here in a second when we can. Lower the front down. There we go. So yeah, no, I'm absolutely loving it. This would be probably my favourite series that I've done on the channel so far. So much so that I don't know when it's going to end, obviously. It's going to end when, we all feel like we're at a spot where, we're fairly comfortable and we don't need to do anything else. But that's not going to be for a long time yet. I'm foreseeing quite a few episodes in the future, so Not planning on ending it anytime soon. Put him forwards. So yeah, I absolutely loving it. But other than that, we're just having a great time in this series. We've got chickens to feed over there. I'm not sure if I can just empty this anywhere and just get a shovel so that I can feed them with a shovel. I might actually have to look into it. I imagine there's a shovel somewhere that I can just buy for, you know, 50 bucks or so that I can feed my chickens, so I'm not having to buy a front loader quite yet. As much as I do like that little bobcat, sorry, the little bobcat thing. Skid steer, that's a politically correct term. I really am just going to have to save up for bigger, better, or bigger fields, more fields. Whether that be a pre-made field that is fairly large, like that one right there. That's going to be too big for us. Or the vacant lot like behind us there. It's decisions that I'm going to have to make. Decisions that you guys can help me with, actually. What do you guys reckon? I'm happy to go either way. If a vast majority of people say that I should be getting an empty lot and ploughing it how I want it, then that's what we'll do. I had a good time ploughing this one up. I would like a bigger plough if we do that, because it's going to be a big area to do. And honestly, it's probably going to get done all as a field. I know I said I want more sheds, but I can put more sheds here. Oh my god, this thing's full already. We're going to end up with a lot of wheat. So what I'm going to do with this first lot is I'm going to drag out the old wife pleaser and take this straight down and try and pour it straight in the chicken hole. Sounds a little bit rude now that I've said it out loud, but yeah, we'll go and give some straight to the chickens, and then they can start giving me some eggs, because it's about time they start, you know, paying their way through life a little bit. Where am I putting chicken foods? Oh, I found it for a second. There we go. It's a really specific placing. Alright, so these chickens are going to be fed for a good while. Wow, they're taking a lot of food. I didn't think that tiny little trough would hold this much. Alright, now, did that take all of it? Yes, okay. So, I mean, we did do this just for the chickens, so let's go and we'll continue going, and yeah, we'll get these chickens fed hopefully for more than a couple of days, because that was about 3 metric buttloads of wheat that they've taken, and they're like, more please. So what I'm going to do, it's not a huge field, so I'm going to hit the music as I do, and yeah, we're going to continue on harvesting up our chicken feed.
But will you ever think of me? We built a world of silver lines, patterns learned through endless time. Your rainbow's numbers that speak in tears, yet you're the one who calms my fears. But can you feel what I can show? You dream of things you'll never know. In circuits cold, your mind is free. But will you ever think of me? And when we're gone, will you remain to trace the steps, to feel the pain? Or just a spark, a fading glow, a memory we'll never know? But can you feel what I can show? Do you dream of things you'll never know? In circuits cold, your mind is free. But will
Alrighty, so we are quickly coming to the end of this. That's the good thing about being a small field, is the jobs are fairly quick that you have to do here. The downside is, you know, you don't make a lot of money off it. That's why I thought I'll do the small field for wheat for the chickens, because it's not the greatest crop to do. I mean, it's going to make us, well, money in the long run, but that is the long run that we're talking about. So we've got to wait for chickens to do their thing and squirt out some, you know, little baby not chickens. Give us some bum nuts to be able to sell. Let's put it that way. So we're just going to come down here for the last run. Watch this be just too wide for the front. Can we squeeze it all in there? Yes. Lovely. And then I'm also going to go and get those last two little stalks that I've left over there as well, because, you know, don't want to leave the chickens high and dry. Surprisingly, it took all of the last hopper load full as well, and they still want more, so we get to load them right up at the moment. That's the last of that poop there, and then yeah, so we'll finally start making some money off the chickens sooner or later. Alright, so that's done. We can turn the combine off now. It's a noisy bugger of a thing. That's the other thing that I would like at some point, is a new combine. It's neither here nor there. This is doing the job for now. It's just when we get to decent sized fields, it's going to make it a bit more fun. So we'll say fun. It's a hell of a lot of corn that we're of wheat that we're putting in for these guys, but it'll keep them fed for a long time. Alright, let's have a look and we'll see how they're going for food. So we haven't fed them halfway for what they can take, so safe to say, hopefully that lasts a long time. Otherwise next time we might have to do the big field. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to back this big old girl up, and we'll park her out of the way nicely. And we will have to pull out everybody's favourite, apparently, amazing little baler. It is that time again, people. I know everybody's been waiting for it. It is an awesome little thing. I can't believe how many people absolutely fell in love with it the first time I used it. I mean, I knew it was cool, but yeah, I didn't think everybody would react as awesomely as they did. So it's a good spot to park this, you know, perfectly blocked in so I can't get down. Let's see where I'll jump out. Oh, this is interesting. Right, so I definitely didn't just teleportate elsewhere. What I'm going to do, because this thing's light enough, I'm just going to drag this out of the way. Not realise that I closed the doors. Right, let's get this thing moved over. I'll start the engine first. Alright. We've got some baling to do. I wish it, you know, had a bit faster of a gearbox to it. That'd be nice. Get the old legs running a bit better. We need to unfold it, but I don't remember how to do that. Instructions. There we go. And we are making bales. First one's ready already. Squeeze that down nicely. Lovely. Right, we were that close to another bale the last time we used it. This thing is so cool. Again, thank you, Duke, for suggesting this. This thing's awesome. Absolute goat of a piece of equipment. Squeeze. So this is where the money's going to come from today. Actually, before I forget, I need to go down here because we can get paid. Sweet. I was going to say this is where all the money's going to come from today, but no, we did that contract, so I'm going to make a little bit of money today. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. See how many bales we end up with as well, because we're already at number 3. It's going to be a good day of baling, but it's going to be a long day of baling. So again, I'm going to hit the tunes once again, and we will see how far we get with bales.
The cattle sing clocks, the screen lights up. Another day, another cup. The morning slips between the cracks, and I can't seem to pull it back. The city hums, the hours blur. Moments pass, but none occur. I chase the time I'll never keep. It fades like footprints in the deep. It's faster than the light, this life that moves out of sight. I blink and it's already gone. Still I try to hold it on. Just a breath, just a pause in a world that never stops. I write my name in morning frost, but by the noon the mark is lost. I talk to clocks, they never wait. They turn the key, they close the gate. It's faster than the light, this life that moves out of sight. I blink and it's already gone. Still I try to hold it on. Just a breath, just a pause in a world that never stops. So if you find a quiet place, slow your step and lift your face. Time may race and time may
Alrighty, so we are coming to the end of this job. It's such a nice little job to do. I love this little hand bale maker jiggy. It's just such a cool little thing. Only problem is it's painfully slow, but that's fine. We're managed with it for this long, so I would like to upgrade at some point in the future, but honestly, this is fun. I'm going to think otherwise when we're doing like the bigger field that we already own, or when we get either that field or whatever we decide to go for our next paddock. But yeah, that's that job done and dusted. So I'm going to rip this into the shed, and then I'm going to start stacking bales because, you know, someone's got to do it. I haven't got anybody to do it for me, so get this thing chucked away very quickly because, oh my god, it's so fast actually. Quick, turn it off. Don't want to go wasting any petrol. I'll just pick it up and move it by hand. It's quicker than driving it. Whoop. Oh, come on, get in the hole. And you can just go whoop right there. Accidentally close the gate. Right, and I'm going to get this all put into a nice little pile. So rather than one big pile, I've got 4 little ones because I'm lazy and didn't want to transport all of them into one big pile. So let's get this. This isn't the trailer that I want, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go and get this disconnected off the back of the patrol and get the trailer that I want. That's right, I had seeds in the back. I totally forgot about that. Alright, don't really have space for this one around here, so I'm just going to reverse back just a smudgeon, so I guess that's where those seeds live now. This one can just go here, I guess. Right, let's get the other trailer, this one just here, the yellow one. This seems to be my bale trailer lately, so And we will go and get all these bales loaded onto this trailer nicely. Taking all bets, how many bales do you reckon we got? It's going to show us in the top left when the menu pops up in just a second. Bottom of the menu. We've got... No, it's not. I think I need to be in the actual bale jiggy. I am an idiot. Right, we made... I forgot to reset it. Okay, we made some amount of bales. Dumbass. Right, let's reset that bale counter. Right, reset. Turn that off, and let's just go and stack up. Right, so this might be some of the ugliest trailer stacking that I've ever... Get back on here. Might be some of the ugliest trailer stacking I've ever done, but it is stacked. And that's all that I care about. So, last job to do is see if we want to go and sell them yet. See if it's good time or bad time for selling straw. Alright, so in our list it'll be under straw. Where are we? It's... What is it? 42 to 49. I'm just going to go and sell it. Where is it? Tag that place. Right, let's go for a bit of a cruise. It's probably exactly the same place I was at before, so we will go and get this sold off. Whoop. You thought I was going to fall over again, didn't you? Alrighty, so we are coming into the place where we sell our straw off. I hit that pothole every damn time. We just need to pull up in the little marked area here, remove all the fasteners, and boom, $1,000. Not terrible. I mean, we made $5,000 today, but at that rate, it's going to be a while before we can afford to get any new lands. So while we're here, let's just turn that off. Let's come across here and let's have a bit of a run through this together. So that's 120 grand. That's pretty much just out of the question. That's going to take forever at the amount of money we can make. 76, it's 70 grand, so 67 grand. That's not terrible. 2.75 hectares. So if we can plow the whole lot up, that'll be decent. It's just, it's an odd shape. It's an odd shape, as you can see. That's way out of price range. Field 92, they want 85 for that. That wouldn't be a terrible buy, but it's 2.4 hectares, whereas this was 2.75. So we get more space there, depending on how usable it is. I'm not really sure. So I'm thinking 76 is going to be the play. Another option is field 66. Let's got cotton in it at the moment. I mean, it's not huge, but it's 40 grand, so we'd be able to do that within a couple of episodes, I'd say. It's just not as big as I would really like it to be. And that is, in fact, exactly what she said. The other one that I found was like field 153 and 154. They're $60-something thousand each. So that would be doable in a couple of episodes, but if I'm going for them at 63, then I'd just go that at 67 because 2.75 hectares as opposed to 1.8, you get a lot more space up here. So that's what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comments what you reckon, because at this stage, that's what I'm heading towards, and I'm going to really be hammering towards that in the next couple of episodes. So stay tuned for that. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you all for watching. As usual, hints, tips, and tricks are always greatly appreciated. Until next time, be good or be good at it, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.